Hello and welcome to Dynamite Dunes, the second scenario in the original RollerCoaster Tycoon game from 1999, and today our goal is, by the end of October Year 3, to get 650 guests in the park with a park rating of at least 600. If you're not familiar with this scenario, we start off with a single roller coaster called the Dynamite Blaster of the mine train variety, here in the back corner of the park. Has a pretty good excitement rating of 6.65, but it's also really intense. So not all guests are going to want to ride this thing. Initial admission price of $3. We're going to raise that in a little bit. But to go ahead and get started here, this is what our park looks like. Zoom all the way out here. So there's plenty of space for a small beginner park. We do have the option to expand on this little hill over here. Well, actually, most of these three sides, but you don't need to win this scenario. And this is a really easy one with a really long time frame, so we're probably going to make pretty liberal use of the fast forward button by the end of things. But the first thing I always like to do when I play this scenario is to go ahead and just plunk down a couple of very simple rides near the entrance. Merry-go-round is always a safe bet. Good choice. Leave a little bit of a gap around the outside there. And I'm going to go ahead and put the entrance here and the exit right here. And what that's going to allow us to do, first of all, change all of our paths. I think I like, for this scenario, the dirt and then this yellow. So we will go and upgrade this in a little bit. But I like to try and preserve these palm trees, yes, desert pines, palm trees in the entrance area here. And we'll just go ahead and give it a nice short queue. It's not really one of those rides that's ever going to have a whole lot of people waiting to ride it. So that's fine. Get that joyful merry-go-round music going. We always love to hear so much. And that's going to get us off to a little bit of a start here. And we have this space here if we want to put a couple of other small rides, but I always like to do kind of like a food court area here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and check out our research and development. We don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do maximum funding and turn off everything except gentle rides, thrill rides, and shops and stalls. Shops and stalls, of course, to give us the information kiosks. We can make mad money selling umbrellas in rainstorms. But gentle rides and thrill rides, I'll explain to you like this. I mean, these three right here are probably about as much as we'd really need to complete the scenario, but there are a couple of pretty good ones that get unlocked eventually. Roller coasters, we'll need them maybe, but we could be fine with just these two. Thrill rides, though. You see we have this twist. You may also have heard it called scrambled eggs. Go-karts make their first appearance in this map if you play in a scenario order. And the go-karts are a money printer, so we want to get those as soon as we can. So that's why thrill rides are prioritized over roller coasters. Water rides, of course, you have the log flume. There's a couple others you can get if you really want to spend a whole lot of time researching, but for right now, we're just going to get this. It's probably going to be the information kiosk, honestly, coming out on the 4th of April. So we'll see what happens when we get to that point. But we also do not have any handymen, and there's some vomit on the paths. We also don't have any mechanics. So I'm going to go ahead and hire 2 handymen and 1 mechanic just for right now. And we're going to take a look at Dynamite Blaster here. Of course, people aren't going to want to ride it as much when it's raining. Understandable. Who wants to go on a roller coaster in the rain? But I mentioned in the first video in Forest Frontiers about sometimes being able to charge basically what the excitement rating of the roller coaster is. So we're going to bump this up. I'm going to try for $6. It's currently at $3. But I think at least for a little while we can get away with charging $6 for this. Raise a little bit of cash so we can try and do something else big and exciting here. But I'm going to go ahead and replace these queue lines. Again, you don't really need to do this. I just think it looks better. So as soon as it stops raining, they'll get back on Dynamite Blaster. They need to have somewhere to sit down when they get off of this bad boy. So I'm going to plop a couple of those benches down. We also should give them a restroom, which thankfully is always unlocked, usually, when it comes to this scenario. So we're going to plop this right on the side of the hill there. And I do charge for my bathrooms just so we don't hemorrhage money on them. So that's good to go. And of course we need to have somewhere for them to buy concessions. Starting off, we got the fruity ices my version of the game growing up called this ice cream, but that's fine. Burger bar and the drink stall. So this would be a great place, I think, right around here-ish, to put a little bit of a food court in. You know, I always just like to have stuff set up in a way that I think looks cool. That's half the point of playing a game like this anyway. So we'll just have those three set right there. I'm not going to worry about the prices of any of this stuff. At least not right now. So now they kind of have to walk past this. And you know what we can do is we can... It's going to be kind of hard to see because of the palm trees. Yes, they are palm trees, not pine trees. But we'll pop in a couple of benches, put a trash can there, and then I mentioned in the other scenario, but I like to put trash cans at the corners of these paths every so often, just so there's always going to be somewhere a guest can throw something out. And I don't think they're going to need to, you know, sit down and de-stress from riding the merry-go-round, but I'm going to put some benches there anyway. Just because. So, now we're looking pretty good. Let's, I want to check a couple other things. We have the inspection, I'm going to say every 10 minutes. And that really should be the default. I think it is, but because this is a pre-existing ride, when you open this scenario, then it's not going to be set whatever the game default is. And the reason I do that is this, because it seems like half the time I've played this scenario, this roller coaster crashes and kills a bunch of people every time because the station brakes fail. Now, you can't really prevent that from happening without redesigning the roller coaster, because I think if you know how this works and you know that I'm incorrect in what I'm saying, please do correct me in the comments. But I believe the game will cause a fatality with a roller coaster crash if the speed difference between two colliding vehicles is 30 miles per hour or greater. Hey, there's our information kiosk. We'll build one of those in a little bit. But what ends up happening with the station brakes failure is the train coming into the station doesn't stop and it collides with another train already in the station. So the only surefire way to prevent a station brakes failure from causing fatalities on one of these roller coasters, if it happens, is to only have one train. But then you can't make as much money running your roller coaster. So you really probably don't need to worry about that. If the station brakes fail, then the other brakes on the rest of the ride also fail. So you cannot just put, at least last time I checked, you cannot just put brakes right here before the station and expect it to stop the train. You have to actually do it with track geometry. Or possibly the lift hill, maybe, will let you do it, but I don't think we need to really worry about this so much. I'm just going to make the inspection every 10 minutes just so, you know, they're always looking at it and we don't have to worry too much about it. But let's go ahead and build that information kiosk. And I'm going to put that right here at this corner. Hit that random color on the umbrellas. And you know how this works, folks. Jack the price of that umbrella all the way up as far as it'll go, because they will pay any amount when it's raining to avoid getting wet. It's the theme park way. I went to a zoo recently and they charged, I think, $30 for a bottle of sunscreen, which, first of all, yikes, but also the money goes to conservation, allegedly, so I guess, but don't charge $30 for sunscreen. But in the 1999 video game, charge $20 for the umbrella. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I know. But we're here to run a theme park, not a charity. So I think I would like to check out the. Yeah, we just don't have the scenery. It's so much more fun when you have the scenery packs for these. But we just don't. So I'm not going to bother with those quite yet. We don't know what we're getting yet. Oh, gentle ride. Okay, so I guess we'll find out. I probably could uncheck shops and stalls now that we have the information kiosk, but it is really easy to print money if you have hats and t-shirt stalls. I don't know if that will unlock in this scenario, because I think that was part of the expansions, and this was a base game scenario, but since we're running OpenRCT2, maybe it'll just unlock them anyway. I don't know. It's been a while since I played this scenario, but I did want to check. Yeah. My high score on the menu for this said $195,000 as a company value. So that's what I'm going to try and beat. We'll see what happens. Again, this is a 3-year scenario, so we probably will need to start speeding things up a little bit, or else this is going to be like a 5-hour video. Well, actually, if I just ran single speed, it would be 2.5 hours, I think. Because I'm pretty sure a year in this game at single speed is like 40 minutes. Maybe? Not entirely sure. But we'll at least run at 2 times speed for the time being. Check and see how people are feeling about... Oh, nobody's thinking anything about the merry-go-round. Okay, it is a mindless time occupation. Yeah, excitement rating of 1.13. Just don't adjust the admission price. It's fine. But we're not charging people to get into the park. All right, not anymore. You're paying $5, even just a little bit. Let's see how much people are. Okay, so they come in with about $60. That person did. Marcelo looks tired. $70. Okay, yeah, we can charge $5 to get into the park. $20 from Brawl. That's totally fine. So we'll know that we have to lower the price of Dynamite Blaster when the trains are not leaving at least half full. I think as the park's popularity grows, this thing is going to be just packed out constantly. We might have to expand the queue line, but I think it's probably okay. We just need to start building some other stuff. And I know we have very limited options for roller coasters early on, and Dynamite Blaster is a pretty good mine train coaster. The problem is we only have wooden roller coasters and mine train coasters, and neither of those can really be very small. Park interest fee is too high. You're too high. I don't see him turning around, not coming in. All right. Tony J, my man. You're going to walk through here with your $70, and you're going to pay $5 of it to enter the park, and you're going to be happy, and your smile is going to be... Yeah, see, look, there you go. Super happy. Not too high. They'll come in. Especially once we have more stuff built. But I want to see... Oh, it was a Ferris wheel. Okay, well, that's a good, easy one. Easy one to go ahead and build. We can put this right by the entrance here. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'm going to pop that here and then rotate and put our exit on this path. Get our original perspective back here. And this is, this is a really, really low excitement ride, but I think we can get 50 cents out of it. Let's go ahead and hit go. And then, like I said, it's a very low excitement ride, but the way that it works is these the little benches get loaded non-sequentially, so the queues can get a little bit long. It just depends on how we have it set up. I think it's, oh. It's only one rotation? Like one complete rotation? Well, I'm not going to mess with it anyway. Want to go on something more thrilling. It's a really good value. Okay, good. Yeah, 1.23. We should be okay for a while charging 50 cents. Yeah, see, they're lining up for it right now. And the merry-go-round has 14 people in the queue. Oh, this actually holds 16, so we could have had a one tile longer queue line. Had to be completely full, but I mean, it is completely full, so as long as they can, make their way in there, I guess that's fine. Another gentle ride. Okay, so I might untick gentle rides after this one, just so we don't only have gentle rides moving into the first summer here in May 20th. Yeah, because the car rides, I mean, technically, like, mechanically, you're just missing a little bit of the excitement rating by not having the scenery, but I like stuff that looks cool. I think, at least. So, the wooden roller coaster, what I was going to say earlier, most of these take up so much space. Like, for example, the wood chip is the one we built last time. I mean, yeah, we could build this again. Easy, it's a good roller coaster. Prints pretty much as much money as you can imagine. But the way that this scenario is laid out, I think it's more advantageous for us to take advantage of this space with flat rides, like specifically go-karts. A couple tracks, they will just print as much money as you could possibly want. And then maybe do a little bit of underground. I don't know if I want to get into the custom roller coaster designing necessarily this early in the scenarios. I mean, you can win this scenario on turbo speed with like 3 go-kart tracks. It's not hard. But we have an opportunity to make something interesting looking. We also have the $10,000 loan. That only, I believe, goes up to 15. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. So we can't go super crazy with building stuff. We just have to keep ourselves... yeah, spiral slide. Yeah, okay. People don't care about the spiral slide. It's just the obligatory, oh, it's an old-time carnival ride. Get on this slide on a burlap sack and go down in the circle. Woohoo. Do it again. If you want people to actually ride the thing, you have to make it unlimited. and then charge more money for it. But let's untick gentle rides. And just for now, I'm going to retick roller coasters and keep thrill rides going. Shops and stalls, I really just wanted the information thing. But if we can get the steel roller coaster, then we can make those shuttle loops like we did in the previous scenario. And that's ended up being pretty good. Alright, people saying it's too much. Not paying that much. Okay, well, if you get like more than like one person saying this, then it ends up probably being time to lower the price. But for right now, we can get a bunch more money out of it. And I want to get something else built. We do have a couple other options for the mine train coaster. The Dynamite Blaster is not one of them. That is a completely custom design. Why are there two different Manic Miners? That's weird. Oh, this one has scenery. Okay. Runaway mine train. See, these are just so big. You really need something a lot smaller. Actually, hold on. Is that... No, okay. It just looked kind of similar. So, I mean, I want to have another roller coaster, but like these guys are... They're all just huge. Like, I mean, it'll tell you what the dimensions are. Or is supposed to. Maybe I'm just misremembering. But, Mischief was another one of those good designs I remember from way long ago. But, like, it's $17,000. Like, they're expensive to build. There's one of these I think was called Microphobia in the original game, but all of these just have broken text string names. I'm trying to remember this. I don't think this was it. Oh, no, that's super small. That absolutely could have been it. Was that supposed to have scenery? I don't think so. Oh, now I lost which one it was. That looks familiar. What is that? 36,000. Okay, it was this one. 5765. So we have our platform right here in the middle. We're going to have... I think... Oh, that has the picture thing. That's another way you can make money. I think, yeah, I'm going to just take these cacti out of here. They're just scenery. It's $5. We can put more of those. And it's not like the real world where these things, when they have the arms, are like 100 years old or whatever it is. Yeah, don't do that in the real world, kids. But in the game, no, nobody cares. All right, so that would be probably about the best possible place to put this without stuff getting up on stilts. Yeah, right there. So the bad thing about the isometric viewpoint in this game is it is very hard to see some stuff sometimes. I'm pretty sure we'll have to take a look around. Okay, this end is the front of the station, so I believe I can put the entrance here and the exit all the way at the back, like I usually prefer. I just need to make sure that this actually will come through. Okay, it does. Good. So I'm not going to have this snake around this entire mess here. I'm just going to have it come through the supports, right like so. Come along this way. And then we'll have our exit come out this way. And then I think I'm going to want the queue entrance to be right about here. How many trains? It has 2 trains of 7 cars, 4 passengers for a car. So it's like 40-something people you can have on this. Each tile for the queue is 5 capacity usually. So this would be 15, that would be 30, 35. But I also don't want the entrance to be super far away from the main path here, so maybe we'll... we can also put some other stuff here too, once we get the thrill rides in place. So I think that's probably about as good as we're going to get right here. But I will go ahead and have our path come this way. Just connect like so. We can leave some space here for another ride or other things if we want. But this has to... Oh, you know what? I didn't turn it on here. All right, well, let's do a test run real quick. We can get some stats. I'm pretty sure... I could just... Oh, good. We got the classic mini roller coaster. That's a good one. If this was... Yes. So 520. I'm going to say let's charge $4 for this. On-ride photo price, $2. Yeah, that's going to work. And we'll just open it. We'll see what happens. And of course, coming off the exit, we can't forget to put benches. Trash cans in the corners. This one now just has a single trash can here, so we'll have to make sure we're keeping on top of that. But I think for right now... Oh, that guy was like, oh, it's too intense for me. Alright, so thrill ride next. I don't know if go-karts is the first one. I think it's slightly randomized, but I do remember go-karts being a pretty early unlock. We'll see what happens. Alright, so how many people are on this thing? 28. Okay, full train. Cool. That's always good to see. Oh, I also didn't name this, so it's got just the default text string. That's a fun little quick roller coaster. You can see the flash from the flash bulb there. But I believe... I can't remember if this was named Microphobia or not. But I think that's what we'll call it. Fear of small things, like this roller coaster. Alright, how are we looking here? Okay, so we don't have a big line, so I think we might... Yeah, people might be saying... Really? Nobody was saying they don't want to pay that much. Okay. Huh. Well, I guess, I mean, we had a... Okay, this train's half full. That train was half full coming in. We'll see how full this one gets. I might need to just go ahead and lower the price. There's a certain amount of time they'll wait, too. Yeah, let's see. No, like that guy... Okay, so, I mean, the train is half full. Pirate ship, okay. We'll build one of those in a minute. I guess this is fine. We only have 270 guests. But the pirate ship is one of those things you can easily fit into a space. I mean, maybe not this space. I'd probably want to have one more tile so I could actually have room for stuff. But yeah, just a nice, simple ride. Maybe maybe back here would work. Let's rotate this. Yeah, see a little bit better. Yeah, see if we did like right here, then we could have. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. I'll just put the entrance right next to the other thing there. Call this 50 cents. Nice, simple ride. And then, you know what? I broke my own rule of don't mess with the palm trees. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just bring that right there. That's fine. I mean, this isn't really going to be that big of a deal. It's just a way to get guests off the paths. This holds 16 passengers. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll make it work. Get our viewpoint back. Five people. Okay, yeah, we're gonna lower the price on this bad boy. Just as soon as these people finish paying $6. Yeah, let's go 5. See if that brings more guests in here. And this one looked in his... Oh, hold on, I didn't click. Purple shirt. Leo J. Running at... Oh, wow. Okay. So, we only came in with $50 and that... oh, he's a free entry, though. Alright. I know there's an ATM you can get at some point, but I don't know if it's unlocked in this scenario. That was kind of a game changer for the RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 stuff. I just want to... Oh, yeah, see, you got all these guys looking green here. Let's give them a second option for a bathroom. Seems like a nice, humane way to take care of our guests here. So we'll do that for a fee, of course. And then, well, since we're charging admission to the bathroom, it really doesn't matter that we have a lot of them because we're going to recoup the operating costs pretty easy. Yeah, right here is fine for restroom 3. Suspended swinging coaster. Yeah, I don't really like that one, but I want to get that steel coaster in. Let's do the mini roller coaster though. Yeah, El Cheapo. Well, we're not going to build this just because it's kind of like really like you call it playing the game. You're just min-mag now. But this does work though. You can build a whole bunch of these and win a whole bunch of different scenarios if you have it priced right. But man, I want the scenery for this stuff. Like so many of these have really cool scenery. And also, this is patently insane to have a $18,000 mini roller coaster. But there was a small one that I see, like this one right here, I think has... I'm trying to remember what vehicle this had. But, see, it's $2,700. Yeah, El Cheapo. Stupid. Alright, let's, alternative vehicle type. Well, I mean, well, how different could it possibly be? Yeah, this hill here is kind of annoying to deal with. Oh, that'll actually be completely flat on the ground here, but it's going to have to be rotated so we can, okay, no, I don't like how that sits there. We'll have to do some terraforming eventually if I click the right buttons. But see, this suspended swinging coaster is just so huge. Man, they don't have any of the vehicle designs? Wait, oh, this is a different Flight of the Phoenix. Okay. See, so many of these are just really expensive. 35 grand, yeah, okay. 6,000, 8,000, yeah. We just don't have the cash to be building these giant things yet. We got to get our numbers up. 19 people on a ride. I wonder if they're complaining about it being too expensive. Not paying that much. All right, okay. Fine. You don't want to pay $4, you cheapskates. All right. We'll go down to 3. Why not? Do they actually buy the on-ride photos, though? Oh, nice. 123. Okay. That works. And Dynamite Blaster has a total of 10 people on the ride. Are they just... Okay, well, that one was like, oh, it's too intense for me. Not paying that much. Ugh, really? Man. Alright, you can't get away with it forever, but you definitely can for at least a little bit of time. I didn't see a cash thing pop up when that guy went through the door. No free rides allowed. I don't gotta talk to my ride operators here. But we'll go down to 4, see if that helps. Because it is better to have a full roller coaster that it's charging a lower price if the throughput's higher. And it gets guests off the path. And you're going to make more money with something priced lower if you're having more people do it. Versus it just sitting empty until, you know, like Moneybags McGee comes along who's like, I will pay $14 to ride this roller coaster. Like, no, you won't. Stop. Go-karts, there we go. Yes, boys and girls. 27th of September, it's about to be Go-Kart City over here. You would not believe how much money you can make with those go-karts, man. It's nuts. Okay, cool. Full ride. 56 people. All we had to do was lower the price. So once we get those go-karts in, we'll have a pretty hefty bank account, and we'll be able to build those bigger roller coasters. But we will need to try and see maybe about flattening some of this terrain, or at least making it a little bit kinder for the big roller coasters. We'll see. I might have to squeeze go-karts in this corner here. But yes, the almighty go-karts. Like, some of these are just... Like, look at this. Like, seriously? Like, this is... Real go-kart tracks don't look like this. Not even in Pigeon Forge. Holy... I forgot about this one. 18,850, 15,850, 20... Oh, jeez. Yeah, see, some people are just, like, go-kart masochists here. Sheesh. Like, there's only... Like, these are all things that were just included in OpenRCT 2 as, like, user designs. Most of these were not in the original game. Just trying to think, because there are a couple, I think, okay, this one has scenery that we don't have in a vehicle that we don't have, vehicle and scenery that we don't have, vehicle and scenery that we don't have. See, this is like, you know, a normal, like if you had one of those sleazy local amusement parks as a kid growing up nearby, this is probably what your go-kart track looked like, right? You know, like the place that's owned by some, like, kind of weird, sketchy dude, but like all your friends work there over the summer, and like they teach you how to override the governor. Yeah, okay, that's your go-kart track right there. But I think this is one of those where we can get away easily with just building our own. So the way this works is each of these station platforms can hold 4 carts, but the amount of carts that it lets you have is only ever however many spaces you have in any one line on this. So if you have one of these things, it's only going to let you have 2 carts, because they have to be able to all line up in the most, like, stupid possible configuration, because these people who drive these are kind of stupid in this game. So what we're going to have to do I am pretty sure... You know what? This might actually not even work here. Because of how popular this is. Like, the queues for the go-karts, you can make as long as you want. I've had 150 people in queue for those. They're going to wait forever. But they will get in line and they will stay in line. So, to try and attract some traffic to Dynamite Blaster here, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put a really, like, simple, stupid go-kart track in here just to keep all the people kind of occupied. We'll do three segments here. And then we'll come straight, turn, and then the way that this is going to end up probably having to work is you go up. Ah, see, that's not going to work. Not going to let me do it. I don't have enough room. Never mind. No hill for you. So this is going to end up looking a little weird here. But that's just the way it's going to go. Oh, we're going to make a whole bunch of money on umbrellas. There we go. But then these people are probably going to run out of money and leave the park. But hey, we're going to get our cash. We can always lower the price of the umbrellas later. But isn't that a magnificent sight? Anyway, I digress. This is like kind of a sucky little go-kart track, if we're being perfectly honest with ourselves here. So why don't we stand? I want the regular just steel roller coaster, man. So this is at least a symmetrical track. In fact, I think, yeah, I'm gonna have one more station platform because that's gonna allow us to have more carts. And then entrance here. Actually, no, go-karts is the weird one. You want that on the back side here. So what it's gonna let us do now that we have this says 7 cars. The race mode or continuous circuit mode. Race mode is always the best. 3 laps is probably okay. There's no test for this. But go-karts, again, they print money. Even if it's not super exciting, like they'll line up to ride it all stinking day long. So this right here is enough for, what, 25 guests to be in the queue? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the queue go around like that. And then we're going to run this all the way over here. And we're going to see. They're going to come down here and they're going to ride these go-karts. And they're going to be like, man, this is great. I'm going to do it again. Except for that one guy who turned around and said I didn't want to get on the go-karts. Not paying that, you cheapskate. It's 50 cents. Okay, Dynamite Blaster broke down. What's the cause of the breakdown? Safety cutout. Okay. Well, the mechanic is heading for the ride, so that's good. Yeah, we've got some nasty happening over here. Let's hire another 2 handymen. And we're about to have another umbrella sale. Unless people don't have money to buy them. Oh, nope, there it goes. Good stuff. Yep, see, here we go. Go-kart dudes riding. And of course, the winner of the go-kart race does get a victory lap, which is the blue cart here. And they're going to come out, they're going to jump up and go, woohoo, that's the best thing ever, and then they get right back in line. So let's give them a couple of benches and a trash can. Guests are complaining about the disgusting state of paths in your park. I can't imagine why. Let's have a handyman assigned to, and you can assign them only to the specific paths you want. I'm going to do, let's just have this one guy go here. Because they usually don't vomit in the queue lines. So that'll have him just sweep this whole thing and empty that trash can. Is all he ever does. So that's fine. And we could actually go ahead and segment a couple of these guys. Yeah, so I'll just have Handyman 2 here patrol, let's say right up to this trash can. So that's going to be your most heavily trafficked area is going to be the exit of the roller coasters. So that should keep most of the vomit down. It's probably not happening here. Top Spin's a pretty good thrill ride to put in. It's a nice, easy, flat ride. If we had room for the entrance and exit, I could put it right here, but we don't, so I won't. Yeah, see, look at that. They'd line up like sheep to slaughter for the go-karts. 54 people in the queue line. That's math. That's a lot of races before they have any chance of even getting to the front of the line. But they line up and they pay it. Every time they jump for joy when they leave. And the money printing begins. So, are they still... They're still not riding this? Not paying that much. It's too intense. Can't find the bathrooms. I got 3 of those things. Tidiest park in the country. See how fast things turn around? Very good. Very good. Now this top spin really should probably go next to one of these roller coasters. So I'll tell you what we can do is right here. Just, this is not going to be free. Let's say $1, I think. That's what this boils down to. We'll kind of wrap the queue around. I'll leave a little bit of space open here. There we go. And then the exit right there. Pop in a bench. A couple of benches. And then we'll just check Handyman 1. Give him the additional path right there. And there we go. That's a nice use of the space. We could put a couple stalls here if we felt like it. But we haven't researched anything else. So I really hope this roller coaster is this regular Steeler roller coaster, or else we're going to be in for a bad time. Just continuing to wait. I don't know why they don't want to ride the Dynamite Blaster. Ferris wheel's broken down. Do we need to have a second mechanic? It's 80. Oh, it's only $80 a month. We'll just have a second one. That's fine. Security guards I've found are pretty much functionally useless in this game. Just be on top of your path cleanliness. Make sure guests are happy. They're not going to break your stuff as much. It's like the easiest way to tell visually without looking at the meter. You can't see where my finger is pointing. But without looking at this meter, the easiest way to tell if your guests are happy is just look, are they breaking the lamps? Are they smashing the benches? And are they ripping the trash cans in half? If the answer is no, they're probably happy. Or happy enough. Alright, are you going to tell me what kind of roller coaster it is? Seriously? Ride improvements? Alright, I guess I'll just leave that ticked, but we're going to have to probably have a couple other things put in. Like, these guys are going to complain about waiting in line for the go-karts, but they'll stay in line. They want to ride those go-karts. We might end up shortening the queue, though, just because it is kind of nuts just how long they'll wait. But now we're starting to get into the financial territory where we're going to have the money to actually build one of these other roller coasters. And I know I said I was going to put go-karts here, but I figured it would be better to draw them to the area where Dynamite Blaster is to try and get people to ride this thing. Because this, I mean, we didn't have to pay to build it, but it's not a cheap roller coaster to operate. Well, I guess we're still outpacing running costs, so that's fine. Satisfaction is only 75%. I wonder if it's because it's $4. Right, let's go down to 3. See if that gets anybody else to ride. In fact, we could probably raise the price for the go-karts. Yeah, let's raise to $3 on the go-karts. What's the testing on this? Oh, 3.92. Yeah, we can definitely do $3 for this. So, I guess if they're just going to, you know, do that stupid garbage with the ride improvements I don't care about, then I suppose we could probably just... Wait, are there no preset designs for this? Oh, I don't want to do that. Not yet. See, I think there's one of these that I remembered this having, like, dimensions before you had to actually, you know, click somewhere. But maybe not. Like, if there's one of these small enough... Oh, hey, this one actually has the castle theme thing, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think these are actually small enough. Flight of the Phoenix I remember being a reasonable... Oh, that's too big to go there. One of these... Oh, the Raging Rocket. That's the one that has the rockets. Well, how'd you know that? I don't know. Leave your guess in the comments. This is the one I was going to build, but didn't have the design. We'd have to test it. Yeah, but I don't want to take up this space with just, like, this dinky little kids coaster. If I lowered the land here a little bit, it would be doable. So this land tool, the reason I clicked this was this. If you don't have this clicked, this just raises and lowers one specific tile. If you have this clicked, it actually does like that. So it costs more money, but it looks a whole lot better. And you can get a lot more done without it looking completely stupid, which is always my goal. So we just lower that a little bit. It costs some money, but it makes a little bit more space for something to look not completely stupid. How many times did I say that today? But we can shuffle this around a little bit. I'm trying to get it to where it'll sit down all the way on the ground here without being completely ridiculous. I think that actually up until right about there would be fine. That forces it to go up on the stilts. We'll do this. We'll just go right here. If you have it right next to the paths, then the guests will stop and they'll take pictures of it. They'll look at it. What is that blue flag? I actually could not tell you, but this is the, I believe, yeah, this is the station entrance. Then that'll be the exit. Now this said it had a vehicle design that wasn't included. So I don't think there's going to be any problems, but we'll test it anyway. Run our little queue here. We have to remember that this is, this right here is up higher. So if we're going to have an entrance to this, we're probably going to want to make sure that we have everything set up in a way that makes sense. So you know what? Actually, I'm going to... Well, it didn't crash, so that's all we really cared about. I'm going to move... okay. Yeah, I'm going to put the exit up here. And then the entrance, there's really only 2 spots you can do this. Back here, for the reason of this just kind of being hard to get into. So we'll just have this connect up like so. And this will actually let us build down here, so I will just do one of those numbers, nice and compact. Get this back to where it's supposed to be, and we'll hit open. And I didn't get the test results, so I'm just going to charge $1 for this. It's a junior coaster. I don't think this version of the game calls it a junior coaster, no. But, you know, somebody will ride it. And if they don't, we'll take it out and put something else in. But this gets us going a little bit better here. Ooh, fries. Everybody loves those. If you don't, you're a liar. We'll just pop one of those guys in right there. Now, they're complaining about not being able to find restrooms, but there's one here, and there's one, like, quite literally almost right next to the entrance. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell these people. Hey, look, there's people in line for Dynamite Blaster. That's cool. And I want the regular steel roller coaster. Is that too much to ask? Just have those 9 people? Okay. I don't hear any screaming. Okay, there's a tiny bit there. That actually could have been from Dynamite Blaster. 40, 50 some people on the ride. 54. Very cool. That is, full, I think? Full ride? Yeah, 15 vehicles at... Some of them are 2, some of them are 4 passengers. Okay. Yeah, we can rock with that. And we should have a cool 24, I think. Yeah, that works. 4 vehicles, 6 per vehicle. Nice and easy. What kind of stall are we getting here? Balloon stall. The balloon stall is cool because you can have, when you win the scenario, they release the balloons. And if you have a lot of people in your park and a pretty compact path network, you can actually see the shape of your path when all that stuff gets released. It's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on triple speed here because, I mean, let's face it, we're pretty much on track to win, and it's only the middle of year 2, and this is a 3-year scenario. We gotta get this thing moving. Now we got balloons, and I think this one has the option for just whatever random color you want. Yes, that's what we'll do. 90 cents. I'm just going to leave this the way it is. They'll buy a bunch of balloons. Ooh, look at all that vomit on the... Ooh, we got trash on the ground. The trash can's full. Handyman, what's going on, my dude? Okay, well, this isn't actually set to be a territory, so I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to just assign this entrance area to one of these guys. Keep that nice and tidy, because that makes a good first impression. Hopefully that is enough space. And then Handyman 4 can have this entire strip here. I think that should be okay. Yeah, we'll just have this set up like so, and I'll hire additional dudes, but this way at least every square of this is going to get looked at. Put in a couple of benches. Can't forget our trash cans. Intersections and corners are a great place to put those. We should see the cleanliness go up a little bit. Cotton candy stall, that's a good one. That's a good one. Nice and happy with the cotton candy. Just put one of those right there. And since they're eating over here, we have an opportunity to go ahead and make a another little area for them to sit with some benches and all sorts of other fun stuff. Put in another couple trash cans. There we go. I know that's a whole lot of trash cans in one spot, but you'd be surprised just how quickly those fill up. See, like this one right here is super full. How can you not find the bathrooms? Are you serious? I got 3 of them. This is not a big park. This is not a big enough park for you to not be able to find the bathrooms. Like, I'm sorry. Well, I'm actually not sorry. Hey, roller coaster. Please be the steel one so we can just get this over with. Oh, that's actually a pretty high excitement rating for one of these. 4.53. Really great, really good value. Looks too intense. What's the intensity on this? Oh, okay, 6.5. Oh, that's really high. That's really high. Really high for a junior coaster. I think this Dynamite Blaster is only... Oh, okay, never mind. It's 8. That would definitely have something to do with it. I think the intensity on the junior coasters gets inflated a little bit because I don't think this allows banked turns. And one of the biggest contributors to intensity in rides in this game is lateral G-force. We'll take a look here at lateral G's 2.5. Okay, that's not like crazy. This is 2.75. I don't know exactly what the formula is for this stuff, but what was the roller coaster we got? Oh, the corkscrew. Okay, you can do some of the fun stuff with this. All right, let's take this out of turbo speed for just a second here. Cobra, this is a Six Flags one, I believe. Great American Scream Machine, that's another Six Flags one. There's a couple, well, that looks kind of cool. There's a couple of these. I want to say Deja Vu was one of the popular ones at the Six Flags near where I live. But it was always breaking down. I don't see it in this list, and I don't recognize any of these track layouts. I mean, the Boomerang or Cobra would have been like the closest to it, I think. But the thing was always breaking down. Like every time, I mean, I didn't go that much, but every time I was there, it was like, oh, Deja Vu is broken down, not available today. And I think they eventually took it down, or they had to renovate it or something. Anyway, these are great because they're not super long. Like the ride length on this thing's 735. This one's 1,500 feet. But I think that's 4,500. See, oh, this one has the queue lines with it. Okay. I wanted to rotate the ride, not the camera. Good job, me. So which? Okay, so that's what we'd be working with here. So you can actually have, depending on how you have this laid out. Ooh, yeah, this fits pretty nicely here, except it's at the top of this, you know, hill that we don't necessarily need to have. Let's do a little bit of terraforming, shall we? Just to flatten the top of that hill a little bit. And then, okay, rotate. Why is that in the bottom corner? Yeah, see, then that looks like it's actually supposed to be there. And I know you can't see both of these angle tracks because of the way the camera's oriented, but that's what it is. So it actually pulls it out of the station backwards, and it flies through the station, does this little whoop-de-doo here, and then goes back around and then comes... So it actually goes through the station 3 times. Well, technically, it enters the station 3 times. I don't think it goes all the way back up the lift hill again. But that is, yeah, reverse incline launch shuttle mode. I think that should be fine. Let's start with, I think, $3 for this guy. And yes, for those of you roller coaster fans who are just chomping at the bit for me to do custom designs, we will get there. But these first couple scenarios, I just kind of want to see what we can plop into a specific spot without getting too fancy. I actually don't even know what the rating is on this. I could have looked. 6.1. Oh, but the intensity is 8.1, so people might not really like this one as much. I guess we'll see. But this would be a great time to hire another handyman and have him be set to patrol the exit of this. And I think you can kind of overlap the patrol areas a little bit. So we'll give that guy jurisdiction over this little bit of space too, just to keep this nice and clean. Nobody on the ride, but let's watch this. I guess I should have just showed you the whole thing from the start, but we'll give it a chance here. Okay, so it does go back through the thing again, then it gets slowed by that, and then it comes into the station. Station brakes slow it down. Let's see, who's going to ride this thing? Alright, got 2 people on there. Do I hear 4? Oh, no, that guy's definitely not going on there. I think it's probably going to leave before these other people get through the queue, but I know it's not going to leave with an odd number of people. These roller coasters never do unless they are single file, like bobsleds or whatever. Alright, so there's 4. Is it going to take 6 or is it just going to go? Okay, alright, they're going to fill it up. At least a little bit. Alright, now you're just messing with me. Launch the coaster so I can show people how this works. Maybe I have it set to just automatically fill up. We might have to fix that. But if this gets popular enough, then I guess it's fine. Alright, so now it's going to pull it back out of the station in reverse, all the way up to the top of the lift hill, and then it'll just scream through here at maximum speed. All the way back. So it's actually kind of cool if you're ever in a position to ride one of these, and you're standing in the line right next to the station platform. It just goes right past you. You can feel the wind. It's cool. Yeah, but it's a neat little simple ride. And then they just get off. So, since we have this balloon here, a fun fact, you can click these, and they pop. Most of the time. Sometimes they don't pop. And then they just shift over 1 pixel. It's actually kind of funny when that happens. But, souvenir stall. I believe that one sells t-shirts and the cuddly toys. Yes. Oh, umbrellas and cuddly toys. Okay, well that's a good shop for us to have. Let's put this right in the center here. Umbrellas have already been super high priced. Random price on that. And see, we've already basically got the winning scenario done, and now people don't want to go on the go-karts. Not paying that much. Okay, so the honeymoon on the go-karts is worn off. This is when we just put this back down to, let's say, $1.50. And I'm actually going to reduce the size of the queue here to just go right there. Alright, now the handyman's lost, so put him back on the thing there. Alright, now I am going to go back into triple speed mode, because looking over at OBS, and we're at 55 minutes, and we're still in year 2. Yeah, but this thing will print money until the cows come home, and then some. So let's check on... Okay, company value 167. We've got a little bit more to do if I'm going to beat my high score, which I always like to do. Wait, hold on. The company value is this high when I have a $10,000 loan? What if I pay it off? Because normally the company value is the park value minus the loan you have, plus cash. So I don't know how that happened, but that's fine. Now we're not paying loan interest. I mean, it was only $16.40 a month, so it's not really anything to even like bother worrying about. But now I am yeah, they still have shops and stalls to research here. Swinging inverter ships. That's not really something too many people care about. Merry-go-round is nobody on. The dollar, people probably don't want to pay that. So we'll make it, let's legacy ride, 10 cents. Man, I'm just, they're on this ride, folks. There we go, 76 people in the queue line. Okay, swinging inverter ship, that's another one of those pretty simple ones that is really easy to print money with. So let's see, find a decent spot to pop this thing. No, I'm not going to hide it back there. Complaining with the disgusting state of paths in your park. Yeah, well, don't be a little baby about it. This is a real easy one. Real easy one. Just charge $1 for it and move on. You know the drill. Oh, I did a little bit of a stupid with this. I forgot that this land was here. So we're just going to lower the corner of that thing right there. Yeah, I know they can't get to the entrance. Stop crying about it. That's an easy one. You know what? I'm gonna do that. This thing, I think, holds 12 passengers. Yeah, so we're fine. But they keep complaining about how disgusting the paths are, so let's just hire 3 more handymen. Randomly distribute them around the place. Stuff's breaking down. But hey, Dynamite Blaster is actually being fully utilized. So that's good. It's a legacy ride. What's coming up next? Mini suspend. I want the regular steel roller coaster. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna turn off shops and stalls. I don't think that really matters. And then, oh, so we're not gonna get it? All right, well that's fine. Thrill rides it is, because I think there's a couple other ones. Launched Freefall is a really good one. Nice simple ride that again pretty. Oh my, okay. All right, whose territory? Yeah, all right, my dude. It's not technically your fault. Holy, yeah, okay. Pro tip: these are destroyed trash cans because the paths are gross. They're gonna do that. So rebuild them. You just click on them and it gets rebuilt. The benches probably are fine. Yeah. But if your paths get really dirty, people are going to break your stuff. That's just how it works. All right. Hopefully that helps just a little bit. Yeah, company value is still a little bit too low. I really would like to break my my $195,000 company value thing here. Yeah, launched Freefall. There we go. Go-Karts 1 has broken down. Not Go-Karts 1. When was this coming out? 14th April. Okay, we're almost there. And that's one of those things you can kind of put like in the middle of the park because it's got a nice tall view. Alright, come on, April 14th. Bring it on. Yeah, notice how they haven't destroyed these trash cans yet because all the vomit's getting swept up? Yeah, there you go. Okay, launched Freefall. And there's a couple different designs you can pick from this. That is 1.9 excitement and 11.2 intensity. Why in the world would anyone ever ride that? But see, this one doesn't have any scenery, but I don't have to waste time doing scientific testing. And by scientific testing, I mean playing with it until the thing flies off the top and explodes. And it's really funny because there's nothing that could ever possibly explode with one of these. Anyway. What I like to do with these is I like to wrap the queue lines around all the way and meet up with the exit path. So I think I can get away with doing that here. But we're going to have to fight this thing the entire time. Yeah, see, just wrap that all the way around, just like so. There we go. Set that thing to open. And I think I can get away with probably $2 easy on this. Yeah, but they're gonna climb up this thing. And by climb up, I mean get boosted up with compressed air. Yeah, crashing this, it just involves, you know, shooting it off the end with too high of a an upward launch speed. This one's at 69, so that's gonna be fine. I think the fastest it'll let you do it, is it 72? I'm not gonna change this to find out, but I think it's somewhere in the, it could be 80 miles per hour. But that's gonna get us a pretty good amount of guests just taken off the path, if you will. And we have 757 of them, so we've already basically beat the scenario here. I'm just going to try and get my company value over 200. I think that's probably a pretty good goal for today. This is already over an hour, so... And you know I don't ever cut these down, so we're going to have to hurry it along here just a little bit. So now we're basically only researching thrill rides. I don't know what else is left. Yeah, see, we got a lot of vomit here still, but they're riding the roller coasters. Except one person on microphobia. Okay, so let's lower the price on this bad boy to $1.50. And so we have some balloons drifting. Pop? Yes. Pop. I kind of want to find one of the ones that doesn't pop and just kind of shifts over the 1 pixel, because that was funny. And since I brought it up, it's not going to happen. So you know how that goes. But we're looking good, folks. And remember, we don't have any loans. That's all cash. Hey, it's over 200. Cool. All right, we have enough stuff breaking down now. I think I can go ahead and hire another 3 mechanics. Just keep this thing running smoothly. In fact, let's get another couple handymen to get up to 10. 3D cinema. Yeah, a little geodesic dome. In my experience, these things are kind of nothing burgers because you have to change the film every so often, and people are like, I don't want to watch that anymore. So I'm going to just I'm just going to pop this thing probably right here. You have mouse tails, storm chasers, space raiders, and just swap through them. The motion simulator, the 3D motion simulator, is kind of a funny one. Just because of like how small the building is, you can just, again, it's not really a money printer because it only holds what, 12 people or something per ride, but it will always have a full queue until they get tired of the 3D motion thing that you're doing on that. They're like, oh, I don't want to go on that again. Showing film, what a very exciting ride to watch, right? But it holds 20 guests, so you know. Get some of them off the path. That's a decent thing. What's up next? Ah, so now they've exhausted all of this. So, I mean, I guess I could have done water rides if we really felt like it. But I think we're probably okay. People are riding microphobia again. 56. Okay, that's a full load. Yeah, see, everything is looking pretty good. We've got 11,000 cash. We've got 860 guests. Again, this is a very easy scenario, so it's more of a thing where like, hey, what do you want to build? Because you don't really have to try too hard. It is just the second scenario, but as we're going to see, these get substantially more difficult pretty quick. I haven't entirely decided what my strategy on, you know, actually completing all the different scenarios is going to be. Because in OpenRCT 2, they're organized by difficulty and by game. Right now, we're in the beginner portion of the first game, and then there's different expansion packs and stuff. So I guess I could just ask you guys, do you want to see me go through all of an entire game first, or a difficulty category first? Like, for example, if we chose to do all the easy ones first, I do everything in RollerCoaster Tycoon, then I do the Corkscrew Follies, I think is what the American version of that expansion was called, and then Loopy Landscapes, and there was... it was called something else in Britain. Well, that would be RollerCoaster Tycoon 1, and then you have RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, and then that had Wacky Worlds, and then some other Time Twisters, and then I think there was a Six Flags thing you could with the actual parks. Some of those in there. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, or you just want to see me just go straight through one game, then the expansion, then the next expansion, so on and so forth. I'm not going to guarantee I abide by what you specifically want me to do, but it's nice to have an idea of what people want to see. Because I'd venture to guess probably the majority of people who are watching these videos have never completed every scenario in the game. I haven't. I've done maybe half. So I would like to do all of them. I mean, I don't know how feasible it's going to be, but we'll see. The other bad thing about having this at like turbo speed is I forget what the messages are. Oh, bumper cars. Bumper cars is a good one. Because it has that cool like techno music. And this is another one of those where guests will just, you know, wait for ages and ages and ages. So that's what we'll do, is we'll just have this exit here. 12 cars. You can't add any more. Bumper car mode. Yeah, of course that's what that's going to be. And then you turn it on and the music starts. Dodgems Beat Style. Which I don't know why it's called that. It's just what it is. But there's all these different all these different things you can pick, and you can have any of the rides play these. So what I sometimes will do is I'll put like the dueling roller coasters will play the same music, and then I'll open and close them at the exact same time, so it's like this weird kind of distorted stereo effect. I don't know. Nobody asked, I know. It's just one of those fun things. So the bumper cars holds 20 guests, so I'll give them 5 little tiles here. I probably should honestly have had the entrance to this be on this path, but I think we're fine. We've already basically won anyway. Yeah, so just give these guys something to do while we wait for the end. It is close to the end of July, and this ends in October. So, you know, I could actually, where's my cursor? There it is. I could go like super turbo speed here, which I think I'll do, and I'm going to make balloons free, so everyone can have a balloon, and then they're going to let them all go when I win the scenario, and it's going to be cool. But yeah, folks, it looks like that's going to be it. So I guess I can take this off of like Nightmare Turbo mode while we talk about our beard boosters and just go to regular Turbo mode. But yeah, that's a little bit less disorienting, nauseating, having this set up like so. Oh, dinghy slide. Well, we don't really have any reason to build that, but other scenarios we're going to build a couple of those. But you know the drill. If you're watching this video at an hour and 8 minutes into it, I appreciate you being here very, very, very much. This is a fun game, and I've wanted to get into it for a while. You guys have been asking for it for a while, and we finally had the time slot to make it happen, so thanks for staying on me about it. And Beard Boosters, thank you for all of your support. You see all their names scrolling by on the screen. It truly would not be possible to experiment with other stuff without that support, so I really appreciate the contributions and all of the just general good people, good times stuff that you guys bring to everything we're doing here. Really, really, really appreciate it. But of course, it's not limited to Beard Boosters only. If you're watching this video, again, an hour, well, now it's an hour 9 minutes in, you are part of the reason why we're able to do this. Even if you're not on the booster list, even if it's your first time watching a video, I'm very glad you're here. So we'll go back to Super Turbo mode and close this thing out here. We just have the rest of September, rest of October, and that's pretty much all she wrote. We're sitting at just over... Oh, now it's down a little bit. Okay. Well, that's not going to do, is it? We're going to have to make sure that we have the maximum possible shareholder value. 204,000, yeah. But we can pop in maybe another couple of small things. Except we've already built just about all of it. The dinghy slide is kind of cool. I don't have room to build one anymore. But it is kind of a neat thing. Space rings. I mean, that's kind of a boring thing to put in, huh? But we can do it anyway just to fill out the thing here. Wait, what is that on top of if it's... there's a path there. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Yeah, we'll just do the easy thing here. Just put a single queue line right there and charge 50 cents to go on the space rings. Yeah, you know, you just get on in there and whatever that is, I guess. Well, yeah, we are just about there, folks. Oh, one more time. We're gonna get the $20 umbrellas going crazy. Yep, here they go. Right there, right here. And they're buying them. We got 18 grand in cash. Company value 204. Hey, it's higher than 195, and that's what I said I wanted to be able to do, is to have that be higher. So that is just the way it is. Ultra turbo mode, and then in just a few short moments, we'll have successfully completed Dynamite Dunes. It is cool to have a whole lot of money in the bank, though, and have the loan paid back. That's always a good feeling, in real life and in the game. Hopefully as soon as this rain is done... No, the rain is done. Okay, well now it's October 31st. This will be ending soon enough anyway, so I guess we can just go ahead and... Yep, there we go. We completed the objective with a company value of $205,537. So, you know the drill. Put the name. And there we go. There's all of our balloons. Everybody clapped. Except they actually clapped, and it's not one of those stupid copy-paste stories where somebody says something cringy on the internet. So there we go. I love the multicolored balloons with the rainbow thing. It used to be, before the randomized thing, you'd have to have, like, I don't know, 10 of these things with all the different colors on them. And it still wouldn't be a very random distribution, but this looks cool. All the different colors. Everybody had balloons. There it goes, folks. All of our pretty balloons, and you can pop them too. Except I don't think the popping sound is really heard at the higher zoom levels. Yeah. I still haven't had any one of those. Ah, that one did it. You see it, click on it, and then it just moves. Yep, that's your mythical unpoppable balloon, folks. But I digress. That's it. We beat Dynamite Dunes, so thanks for being here. We're going to, this week, have another episode on Tuesday, because Penguins is over. So, I think what we might end up doing is alternating the Tuesday videos. So this week would be RollerCoaster Tycoon, and then the next week might be Water Beavers. I guess we'll see. But that's all we got for now, folks. I already said my thank yous and appreciations for everybody, but I just want to reiterate again, you are the reason that I can do what I do. I really appreciate you, and I hope we'll get to see each other again in a video very, very soon. But until then, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye, friends.